Hey, what's up, people? Well, I tried to make the other video, but it wouldn't go in because it was more than 10 minutes. So, this is a remake of my second video. My third video is already up. This is my second video. So, this is like the first day of going to church, back to church. Before I stepped off of church, I used to be up there in the altar, play the piano, which I sucked, but it would still let me. So, I'm pretty cool with it. It was pretty fun. And, well, I stopped believing and I was still up there. And you know, everybody was worshiping, right? And I mean, they were feeling God so greatly, and but me, I was feeling the music, but I was not feeling the same thing they were feeling. So I felt like really bad. I feel like really hypocritical of being up there. So I decided to step off with the excuse that I was in school and I needed time for school, which was true in some sense, because I was taking 18 hours plus my labs, so it was like a lot of time I needed to dedicate to school, plus my homework and all that. So in a sense, it was true. And with this excuse, people started thinking that I was out of town because I stopped going to church, and which I was really here in my hometown, right? And well, now I went back. And at first, like when I got there, like everyone was like, some people were real excited, cause I guess cause like I used to be really involved in church, and all of a sudden I was not there, and I came back. So like, oh, it's nice to see you back. And well, you know how people tend to be when you haven't gone to church for some time and you go back. They are real friendly with you, real nice. So that's how everyone was there. So I like to sit in front. So I was sitting in front, and everybody was worshiping. It was pretty cool. And I mean, all of a sudden, I just feel a hand in my shoulder, and I turn around and I look up, and I see this tall person, and it was my pastor. It was the pastor. So he said, "I need to talk to you. We need to talk." Words that are never good, never good. Bad experience with those words. So he said, "Step into my office." And all this was happening while everyone was worshiping, And so I went to his office, and everybody saw, cause like I was right in front, sitting right in front. So I went inside, and he told me, "Where are you going to school?" And I told him, "Well, I'm coming here in my hometown." And he saw like, "Oh, okay, yeah, someone else told me that you were coming here." I guess he wanted to catch me in a lie, right? I guess he thought I was gonna say, "No, I'm out of town," or something like that. But I mean, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't lie about that, and and about some other stuff either. Like, it's really hard for me to lie, and I guess I'm lying now that I'm going back, right? But the purpose for this video is just to like tell the truth later on. And well, so I'm there, and I told him that I was coming here, but with all those hours, it was real difficult for me to come to church. And he said, "Well, you need to make a choice." That's how he said it. You need to make a choice. You need to choose. Um, no, and then he said, "The devil used to be the angel of light. So he's a real good deceiver. So you might think you're doing the right thing, but you're just being deceived." So I started thinking about that. Like, my mind started going there real quick when he said that, because like I guess that was like kind of deep, but had a lot of questions attached to it. So he was saying that church was more important than school, right? That's what he was saying. And before, like, I guess I would have had accept that, but I mean, in a sort of way, that's how people tend to manipulate other people to dedicate time to church. And I mean, for people that work, and they need someone to do something in church, well, the church person might say, "Well, you know, you might think you're doing the right thing, but you're really not. God is first, church is first." So I was telling him that I wanted to tell him, well, I guess I need to be somewhat truthful to him. So I wanted to tell him that I was reading the Bible. So every single time I told him, well, I'm reading the Bible, he would say, I know, I know. He thought it was the excuse for not going to church, that I was reading the Bible, so I didn't need to come to church. But that was not the reason why I was trying to tell him that I was reading the Bible. The reason that I was trying to say that was that, I wanted to tell him that I had doubt, right? I had like a whole bunch of questions and doubts about it. So, like every single time I would bring the Bible up, he said, I know, but you still need to come to church." So when he finally like finished telling me all he needed to finish telling me, I told him, "Well, what I was trying to tell you is that I'm reading the Bible, and I have a lot of doubt, and that is the reason why I stepped off from the altar, And the truth is that I stopped believing already, but I want to hear his explanations for certain things in the Bible." And I told him we should get together one day and talk about it. And he said, "Yeah, yeah, we should." So that's gonna be real fun. I plan on posting that here on YouTube. I'm gonna make some pretty good questions. Um, some concerning slavery, because that's a thing that is wrong, right? And God permits it and all that. So, what got to me was the thing he said. The devil used to be the angel of light. You might think you're right, but you're maybe not. And I started thinking about it. I started thinking about it a lot. So, so how do you know you are right? That's what I started thinking. How do you know you are right and you're not being deceived? Because you might think you're right, but the devil used to be the angel of light. I could say that. And I could extend that even bigger. How do you know we're both right? Like as a religion, not just the denomination, but like the whole Christian religion. Now, how do you know we're right? And the devil is not trying to deceive you from the true God. And he might have sent just this book, the Bible, to deceive you, and he might have sent the Book of Mormon to deceive others, and the Torah to deceive others, and and the Quran to deceive some others. How do you know those are not like? Because the devil used to be the angel of light, so he's a great deceiver. How do you know you're not being deceived? Then I mean, it's a pretty good question. And it's just started going off. It was pretty cool, and so I plan on I plan on recording whatever happens on church with the meeting, right? Whatever happens, whatever his answers are to certain questions, and he's a real smart person. He's real wise. He's pretty old, yeah, but I mean, those years have served him for intelligence for, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna give some pretty good answers. So wait for that. It's gonna be real, a great experience, and I guess that's it for now. But that's pretty. The angel that used to be the the devil used to be the angel of light. You may think you're right, but you're wrong, and that's a pretty tough statement to put out there, because the question that follows is, how do you know you're right? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe. The button's up there, and see you next time. I'll probably make another video right now. I don't know. I plan on doing some videos on the Bible, some pretty good videos on Genesis. Like the whole Adam and Eve story. It's pretty crazy. Like all things there needs to be said about that. So subscribe and have a nice day. Bye.